Hi, I'm Nick Ford, and today we're going to be learning Gary Clark Jr.'s new song, Habits, which I caught a performance of it on The Daily Show, and I thought the song was great, so I did a little cover of it, and a few people asked me about the chords, so I thought I'd have just a little lesson on the chords that happen in that first section of the song. On his album, JPEG Raw, the song is kind of like in a couple different sections, so this is kind of like the first third of it, if that makes sense. So it just one of those things where there's more to it, and I'm happy to get into it if people like this and want to learn the rest of it. It's certainly a lot more, kind of guitar stuff in the final section, really cool stuff. But I'm going to be focusing on just the chords here and the type of chords that those are played. So mostly the song is triads, actually, and not so you have the closed triads, which are like this, like that. That's a G major triad with the root, the third, and the fifth. And what you do here is you make it an open-voiced triad. So you take that middle voicing and put that up an octave. So you get this. Now that's kind of stretchy. I can play that, but I like to move this note here as well to here. Just move it to a different string. And you get this beautiful voicing. Now, we take this note, take this voicing and put it here. Now we're kind of where Gary Clark Jr. is playing it. Again, if you're Ted Greene fans out there, make sure you can move that around your guitar like that. So that's so the voicings that he's playing are all G major, by the way. All just G major, but the trick is kind of knowing what to do with each one of those notes in the scale with your open voice triad. So the first voicing, well, okay, let's start with the root. So we got, that's kind of your home chord, I guess. He ends on a C a lot. I guess it's sort of C Lydian, but really it's G major. So that's your kind of your home key right there. It's 10th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret on the 5th string A, 12th fret on the 4th string D, and then 12th fret on your B string. Okay, you have, so that's like a major version. This is minor. A minor is 12, 14, 13. Next one is 12, 15, 13. So it's 14, 17, 15. I think about the notes a lot. So we have 14, it's got B, G, and D, which is basically G major in first inversion. So it's just the notes in G major, G, B, D in a different order, just with B in the bass. B, G, and D. And then C. So it's, this might sound familiar to Eric Johnson fans. It's kind of a half-hearted performance there, but you get the idea. It's these open voice triads are beautiful sounding. So moving down the scale to the F sharp, instead of playing F sharp diminished, which is what it would be in the scale, we have, it's a D over F sharp. So you got 9th fret, 12th fret, and 10th fret. So that's F sharp, D, and A. And then E minor, 7, 9, 8. Okay. If you need to pause, go ahead and pause this thing. YouTube. You can also slow it down. Don't forget you can slow it down with the 3 buttons here or wherever that is. If you're on your computer, you can also do it by 5%. So don't forget that's a really useful tool. Even for watching a performance of this, you can kind of catch the chords that way. But anyway, so 7, 9, and 8 for E minor, and then 5, 7, and 7. That's D. Okay, you can look at the bar chord too. Right. So just playing the root, the 5th, and the 3rd there, and then the C. This is kind of one of the main chords he really leans on for this one. Really beautiful sound. And he also uses this later on. That's a G over B once again. It's the same shape as up here. So later on in the song he uses that. And then if you wanted to continue that logic, he doesn't use these, but you have A minor, and then, so you get a little scale from that. You get So if you know that how he's handling that scale, it works really well. It's mostly, you know, I guess a G major, A minor, G over B, C major, D major, E minor, D over F sharp, and then G. And it just repeats from there. Let's see, I can't reach that. I would do it this way. Okay, so hopefully the chords are making sense. That's what he's using for that. So now we'll run through some of the riffs. So that opening riff is this nice floating quality to the rhythm, but it's the G over B, A minor, D over F sharp, and G, and then to the C. And then for this, it's kind of a different groove. He's got the, so you play just a little slap on the guitar like this. That's kind of adds that backbeat to it, you know. So. Okay, so that's the first section. The second section is, there's two. I keep thinking the camera is there, it's here. I need to do more videos. So the second section goes right up the scale. It goes. Okay, so those two sections alternate basically twice. So why don't I play that through so you can kind of hear it is. Here's section 1. Section 2. Goes back to section 1. It does that whole thing again. Okay, so you do that twice. And then you get kind of the third section now, which would be the chorus. So you play. D, D over F sharp, G. So slowly, sorry, I've gone kind of faster. It goes E minor, A, and then the D over F sharp to G, back to C. That's kind of your chorus. That's your third section of the tune. And then, let's see, I'm trying to remember. I think it goes to like this little section, which is, he's just taking that D over F sharp, or sorry, the D major, excuse me, and adding, he said, is the open strings in there, which makes it, you're adding the second and the fourth of the chord. So it could be, you know, D major, add 2 and 4, I guess, if you want, because you have, let's say, a lot of notes there. Kind of like a cluster, but beautiful. And he strums it a little, like, almost like deliberately slower, like. And down to the C again. You get unison, actually. And you do that twice, basically, D and then C, and then it's a big long C. Okay, it starts over. So, and then we have the final section of what we're going to go over today, which it can be a little tricky if you're not expecting it, if you're kind of expecting it to be the same as the verse. It's kind of the same chords, but just a little different order. So it goes A minor, D, G, G over B down here. But the first time we're using it in the song. So you got, A minor, D over F sharp, G, G over B, and then C. Right back to A minor, D, G, right there, and then. So you do that 3 times, so. Listen to the melody. get that in your head, you can catch it then. Okay. The last time we substitute the G over B, we make it an F chord. So it goes, let's see, A minor, D over F sharp, G, F, which is 8th fret, 10th fret, 10th fret, and then a big E major chord. Or like that. So that's the section that I wanted to run to. There's lots more to it. The next part is kind of like a... And it goes on and on. It's a really long song. It's about as long as this video, I suppose. But that's basically the structure of the tune. I think it ends with, slow one of these, and then a long C, like that. So absolutely gorgeous song. And I encourage you to check out these chords. And if you have questions on these open voice triads, if I'm going too fast, let me know. I also have a website where I can post this stuff so you can kind of see exactly how to play this and these voicings. But these, again, open voice triads, absolutely gorgeous. Gary Clark Jr., Habits. Please let me know if you have any questions in the leave comment. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know all that stuff. You guys use YouTube. So anyway, thank you for checking this out. I'm Nick Ford, Steel Lemon, and we'll see you next time. I'm supposed to look here. I'm still practicing.